Hi friends, it's Maddie here, back at it again with another reaction video. And today we're going to be watching Norm Macdonald's best joke, the Dirty Johnny joke. I'm excited because I love Norm. You guys know that. He's probably my favorite comedian. This is a special request from Vigar, so let's get into it.
Well, I can tell a joke.
Go for it.
Yeah,
This
please
is
do.
what we're looking
Please.
for.
Yeah.
There was a little boy in school named Dirty Johnny. Now, he's not dirty in this joke, but he'd always be a hellion in class, and the teacher didn't think much of him. So the teacher has a project, or not a project, but an in-class thing. How'd that go again? She says, now, this is what you...
She's just like somebody's old grandpa rambling on, but purposefully. I love it so much.
Project, or not a project, but an in-class thing. How'd that go again? She says, now, this is what you're going to do here, class. I want you to stand up and tell the class what a story from your life, and then afterwards say the moral to that story. So a girl puts up her hand. Yes, Becky, what's your story? So Becky stands up. She goes, my dad works for the hatchery here in town. And what happens was he got about 15 eggs, and he put them all in one basket, all the same basket. So he put all his eggs in one basket. And he put it on the horse and buggy and drove back home. And by God, Becky says the bouncing and all the eggs broke. Well, that's a good story, the teacher says, but what would the moral be to that? Becky says, well, the moral is, don't put all your eggs into one basket. But goddamn, says the teacher, that's a good one. Anybody else? Marjorie puts up her hand. Marjorie, what?
I just can't not, he's just the way he tells stories is hilarious. Oh, don't mind me, guys. Okay.
Put all your eggs into one basket. But goddamn, says the teacher, that's a good one. Anybody
Is that
else?
what the teacher said?
Marjorie puts up her hand. Marjorie, what's your story? She says, well, my dad worked for the hatchery, as all of us. Thank God for the hatchery. She says that we'd all be lost. But anyways, my dad knows that eggs become chickens. And so he was counting his chickens, and he added in the eggs, you see. And then he put them on a horse and buggy to go to town, and they all broke. Well, what's the lesson to that? The teacher says. She can't understand. And she says, well, don't count your chickens before they hatch out of an egg. So the teacher says, that's a great one, too. Anybody else? Well, wouldn't you know, Dirty Johnny has his hand up.
Oh, my gosh.
So the teacher's like, holy God, I don't want it. But on the other hand, I made an oath to every child, should I suppose I gotta. All right, Dirty Johnny, what do you have to say?
The teacher is calling him Dirty Johnny. Love that. Verbatim.
Made an oath to every child, should I suppose I gotta. All right, Dirty Johnny, what do you have to say? Johnny stands up. Stories about my Uncle Terry. He never worked at the hatchery on account he was in Vietnam, and he got disability. He don't even like people work at the hatchery. But the story happened far from these shores, in a little town called Da Nang. Terry was not well liked. His whole troop left him, abandoned. And he woke up in the weeds, and all they left him with was 3 bottles of Jack Daniels, some weapons. Terry stood up and downed 1 bottle right away. Said, if I'm going out,
I have to pause it, guys, because oh my. I need to compose as myself, but he's just so funny, just how he delivers oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna try not to laugh, like, hysterically so I can actually, like, understand what's going on. Okay.
With was 3 bottles of Jack Daniels, some weapons. Terry stood up, downed 1 bottle right away. Said, if I'm going out, I'm going out. He took his Balishnikov and a couple of Glocks and his 2 bottles, and away he went. He found a town, and he didn't know if it was Charlie or if it was one he was sent to protect. But all he knew was he had hate in his gut. So he started firing. And he fired the Kalashnikov with an arcing kind of, like a farmer would with hay, with a scythe. And sure enough, the men fell like hay before him. And then the women, and by God, I'm ashamed to say it, but then the children. And finally, all was left was Uncle Terry standing in the mud and the blood and the glory. And he touched his pants, and it was wet, and he said he was ashamed. He felt shame, Uncle Terry, for he'd pissed himself. Well, he touched it again. It was not urine at all, but ejaculate. And Uncle Terry felt pride where shame once was. And the teacher's like, good Christ, what kind of a story is that? What the hell is the moral to that? Well, he says, when Uncle Terry's been drinking, you don't fuck with him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My chest hurts. My face hurts. He's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. He could not be stopped. And I love the consistent farm theme as well, just throughout, even when he's talking about the slaughtering of this quote unquote village. Yes, like a farmer. Seen so stupid. Oh my gosh. So ridiculously ridiculous. Just his Norm, he's the best. You guys might fight me. You might fight me, but I think he's really the best. Just his delivery alone is so hilarious in itself that even the stupidest, goofiest stuff that he says out just it's just so funny. And it's so goofy, and it can be the most basic thing, and I'm just dying laughing, and I'm trying to not. But it's like with his videos, it's always just try not to laugh. With other comedians, sometimes it's like try to find something funny to laugh about. But with him, it's like I'm trying not to laugh consistently, and it doesn't work because he's so ridiculous. Anyways, guys, rest in peace. I'm glad that these videos are here for me to watch because I eat them up. Oh my gosh. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't mess with Uncle Jeff when he's been drinking. This is so guys, if you haven't already and you enjoy laughing together, you enjoy crying from laughter together, or just crying and watching funny things, nostalgic things, new things, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It means so much to me. And like this video as it'll boost it in the algorithm so we can keep on doing more stuff just like this. And until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.